Hi, this is Christina Hills from the Website Creation Workshop, and in this video I want to talk about the 6 things to ask when picking a theme. These are the 6 things to look for when you're trying to decide what theme design to use on your WordPress site. Well, the theme is the look and feel of your site. It's the design. It's what people see when they first come to your website. And some themes are simple, like a bicycle, and some themes are more complex, like a jet airplane. So you can go simple or complex. So let me walk you through these 6 questions to ask yourself when picking a theme. Question number 1, can you get a variety of layouts within the theme? So here's a typical example of a WordPress layout. You have the header area at the top. You typically have navigation underneath. And on the left, you'll have your content. And then on the right-hand side would be your sidebar. So these are common WordPress layouts. And I'm going to walk you through each of these. So the first one, like I showed you before, is the right-hand sidebar. So header, pages, navigation, content, and right-hand sidebar. Or you might have a left sidebar layout. Maybe you want your content on the left. Some people want to have a center column layout. So your content's in the center and then you have a left and a right sidebar. You might have your menu with the navigation above the header. Or you might have your menu navigation below the header. Or maybe you want a site that has no sidebars and no menus. And you can find an example of this type of layout at the graphicscreationworkshop.com/enroll. That you will see a header at the top, no menu, and no sidebars. Okay, moving on to question number 2. How many page templates does the theme have? And so you might be thinking, well, what's the difference between a theme and a template? Well, the theme is the umbrella for the design, and the page templates fall under the umbrella. So let me show you an example. Here's a page template with a right-hand sidebar, so the content's in the center middle, and then you've got a right sidebar. Or you might have a page template with no sidebars, so this is full width, and there are no sidebars. Now some themes called templates layouts. For example, the Divi theme, which is more like the jet airplane, they have thousands of different layouts that you can use. And you can find the Divi theme at christinasresources.com/Divi. All right, moving on to question number 3 of the questions you want to ask when picking a theme. How many widget options does the theme have? And if you don't know what a widget option is, it is an area of the site where you can put information in. So in this example, there was a header widget, but as you can see, nothing's in here. A sidebar widget, and then there are 4 footer widgets, but as you can see in this instance, I'm not using them. And you don't have to use all the widget areas. You want to see, with this theme I'm considering, what kind of widget area options do I have? Are there a lot of different widget areas that I could use, or are there a few? All right, question number 4. What kind of home page design options are there for the theme you're considering? So for example, do you want your blog on the home page, or do you want a welcome home page where people land there and they find out about your website, your business, your services? So here's an example of a blog homepage design, which is a grid, which has the blog on the home page, but it's listed in a grid format. You could also have a blog homepage with a list version. So instead of a grid, you see the blog posts in a list. And some themes have different blog or blog home page display options. So on the left is the list that I just showed you. In the middle is also the list, but it has a little bit more information and the images are large. And then on the right, you can see there is a grid. So with this theme, you get different ways to display the blog. Now, a custom home page theme design, which is more common actually than people having the blog on the home page, you want to look at the theme and see what can the home page look like. Now, here are some examples of my students who took the website creation workshop, and you can see how the home page has a different look and feel. For example, Glenda has the list of the books she's written. She's an author, and Anna, who's a coach and mentor, talks about her coaching methodology on the home page. Okay, question number 5, is the theme mobile responsive? So here's what people see when the site is not mobile responsive. You get tiny text, tiny pictures, you've got to pinch and zoom and slide to read. I'm sure you've come across a website like that, and it's quite frustrating. And let me just show you this. I've been teaching the website creation workshop since 2008, and way back then my site was not mobile responsive. As you can see in this screenshot, the logo is not responding. The headlines are not responsive in these different sizes. And now here is my site, which is mobile responsive. And the text and the pictures respond to the size of the device. Same with the logo at the top. Here's another example of one of my students. On the left, you can see her site on a desktop, and then on the right you can see it on mobile, and you can see how the logo adjusted. The menu is now this little hamburger stack, these 3 little lines, and the image and the text is responding to the size of the screen. Now, if you already have a WordPress site, it's very easy to check how it's going to look. If you go into the customizer, and this is something I teach in the website creation workshop, down at the bottom you can click on these little icons and see how the site is going to show up in mobile or tablet or desktop. And then I wanted to show you an example here. This theme is not mobile responsive. See, the title is not wrapping, the image is not wrapping compared to here, Business Coaching with Christina Hills. It is responding to the size of the device, mobile for example, but this one, and I put this up to show you what happens when it's not mobile responsive. And again, this is inside your WordPress site. If you already have a WordPress site, in the customizer, just click these little icons at the bottom. And Google ranks mobile-friendly sites higher in the mobile search results. So that's why you want to pay attention to how your site looks on mobile. And good news, most themes these days are mobile responsive, but if you've got an old theme, you want to check it out because it may not be as mobile responsive as you'd like it to be. All right, question number 6. Does the theme have a pro or paid version? Okay, so what am I talking about? The better themes have a pro version. That means it's a paid version because they're from better companies, not just some techie who decides to create a theme on a whim, right? So you want to go with companies that are well established. And if you are using a theme and you like the free version, go ahead and buy the pro because you often get more customizations, more that you can do with the theme. So let me just take a moment and explain premium theme pricing. Now, every theme company does it a little bit differently, but here's an example. So there's a personal where if you only have one website, it's in this instance $69 a year. They've got this middle tier plan, the business plan, that's for 3 sites. So if you only have one website, there's no reason to buy the 3-site plan. But if you've got a lot of sites, and this is generally aimed at web designers, this one in this instance is called agency, you can put the theme on unlimited number of sites. So when you're looking at the pro version, think about what you might need. And some people get the pro version and then they have multiple sites. Maybe they have up to 3, so they might buy the business plan. So you just want to take a look and think about what do you need at the time. You can always upgrade to a different plan later. And just note, some themes are paid only. For example, the Divi theme by Elegant Themes is only a paid only theme. You cannot get a free version. Now, when it comes to your website, you definitely want to try out different theme designs. Now, what you're seeing now is my same website, questforthedivine.com, but I'm trying out different themes to see which one I'm going to like better. So this is really easy. If you're using free themes, it's very, very easy to switch, see what you like, and then when you pick a theme that you like, if you want to go deeper with more functionality, buy the pro version. So let me just quickly show you this case study of Emmanuelle, who's an intuitive coach. She went through the website creation workshop, and this is the site she built. So let me just read to you what Emmanuelle has to say. She said, "I was looking to have my website created by a third party. I was shopping around in regards to pricing. I found a couple of companies that would create them for me, but their explanation didn't feel right for me. I was worried about who would own and manage the website. Also, what concerned me was the monthly fee, the cost for making changes to the site. One of my main issues was the IT support. If something happened to the website, how fast would they fix it?" Well, with Christina, I've been in the driver's seat to create my website since day one. I've now created not one, but 2 websites that are currently live. Everyone who's seen my websites loves them. My accountant even asked me if I could build one for him. I'm extremely happy and thankful for the perfect synchronicity on this. And I've got many, many other students who've been through the course, so I hope you do decide to join me in the website creation workshop. All right, so let me recap the 6 steps. Can you get a variety of layouts? How many page templates are there? How many widget options are there? What kind of home page design choices are there for me? Is the theme mobile responsive? And does it have a pro version? Okay, so that's it. Those are the 6 things to ask yourself when picking a theme for WordPress. This is Christina Hills with the Website Creation Workshop.